show is it? It's Your Music Live.
Yes, it is that time of the week, time for Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. This is our weekly live show where we play your music and we do it live. The name is fitting because that's what we do. Thank you for being here to all the folks who are here live. If you're watching on the replay, you rock as well. This show is brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. If you are releasing your music and you want to get it out there to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all the places, DistroKid got you covered, and for less than $20 per year, you can release an unlimited and unprecedented amount of music, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link up there and in the description. Let's jump in and grab our first tune of the week. So this is an artist that hasn't been on the channel before, which I always love. I love debut artists. Love the usual suspects, but love it when we get someone new. This is the Portman Brothers, and they say, a song about a normal day being pestered by spam calls and junk mail. Recorded using FL Studio 20, Roland GR55 guitar synthesizer, Fender GC1 Strat, and the Boss BR800. So this is a tune. It is called Another Happy Day. It is the Portman Brothers, and we're going to play it live right here, right now on Your Music Live. In 1 second. Professionalism. Let's do this thing.
Rise up from a slumber, thank my Lord for another day, another happy day. Yeah. I wonder what's in store, be it joy or be another happy day. Walk into the mailbox, pick up all the mail shots, shuffle through reminders, think I'll just throw them all away. It's a happy day. A start and so finish, it'll make the problem for another day.
Yeah, that is indeed a funky way to kick things off here today with the Portman Brothers. What is it about epic brother teams of songwriting and producing artists these days? Very, very cool. And made in the FL Studio, the Fruity Loops there, which is very, very cool. But yeah, I thought that was a cracking tune to get us up and running here today. If it's your first time here on Your Music Live, what we do here is we play usually 1 to 2 minutes of songs. The reason being is that I want to give you a taste for it, but then I want you to go, ooh, what was that tune? Another Happy Day, the Portman Brothers. I want to go check that out. And then you can jump down to the description, because what I do is every time I play a track, I save the link down in the description. So all you need to do is go down there and find all of the songs at the end of the show, and you will be good to go. Speaking of good to go, here's an artist that we've heard a few times in here on the show. So this is a returning artist. This is Compulsion Loop, and they say, this song was my return to music making after around a 12-year break. Who can relate to that? I got married, we had a daughter, and I had different priorities in my life. About 2 years ago, I found I had more time, and my love for music making returned, and this was the result. Please play from around 2 minutes to join the song after the build-up. Yes, it's a long song. Alrighty, I can do that. So we're gonna go. So if you are submitting a song, you can do that down in the description. There is usually somewhere between a 1 to 4 week wait for me to actually play a tune, depending. I try to mix things up a little bit, so you might need to be patient if you submit a song and I don't play it straight away. It's not because I don't love you. It's just because we do have the wonderful problem of having too many tunes and not enough time. So let's jump in and give this one a spin, shall we? This is Say Hi to Mel, and this is Compulsion Loop here on Your Music Live. cool stuff there. Aren't we glad that Gary got back into the saddle? It sounds like a track to a TV show. It sounds very, very cool. Reconnecting with an old friend there. Compulsion Loop here on Your Music Live. Welcome, Batman. Welcome to the show. If anyone's new to the show here, hello to Yvette / Evie. Sounds like a song you can listen to when you're on an airplane that's about to take off. I like that. Very cool. If you're new to the show, put your hand up and say #new, and the usual suspects will treat you nicely and say hello to you, assuming that you're going to be nice to us, which I assume you will. I do think, despite what some may say, I do think the best of people, and I think most people want to be good people. Let's move on here. This is a band that we played a couple of weeks back. They've got some of the most disturbing... Their album Speed Bumps has the most disturbing album artwork of pretty much any album going around. But they are a really cool band. They hit it hard, and this song is no exception. This is a song called Bottles. The band is Bloodshot, and we're going to take a listen to this one. Turn this one up to 11, folks, here on Your Music Live. Oh man, there are some times where I play a band here on the show and then they just become a band that I listen to in my spare time, and that album there from Bloodshot is one that I'm just spinning just because it's my kind of jam. It reminds me, it's a bit no FX, but it's a little heavier on that. It's got a bit of that sort of Offspring and early sort of 90s punk grunge kind of feel to it. Yeah, heavy. I like it. I like it too. Good shot. Good job there. Good shot. Good bloodshot from Bloodshot there. And Bottles. NoFX had a song called Bottles to the Ground. I agree with Kim Harden Hudson. Holy crap, that was amazing. Speaking of amazing, our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, are amazing. And guess what? I normally do a little spot where I talk about DistroKid and I tell you about the theory of how releasing music with DistroKid is so easy and so cool. Guess what? Today, I'm going to show you practically how easy it is, because I'm releasing my Songtember song right here live on Your Music Live. Yes, it's going to be my music live as well as Your Music Live here today. So we'll be doing that in around about 20 minutes, around about the half hour mark of the show. So stay tuned for that. Should be cool. And if you've always wondered how it looks, how it works when you release music, you're going to be blown away at how simple and how cool it is to get your music out there to all the different platforms. Speaking of platforms, this is your platform, and this is where we play people like Michael, aka Zeeland Band. It was funny, I was putting together the show yesterday, and some of the bands and artists are new, and we've only played one or two of their songs, or never before. Zeeland Band is so well known around the traps here that my daughter's like, oh, it's Zeeland Band. Zzz. Like she knows the she knows the meme that everyone likes to put the Z's, the Z's, the sleeping Z's in the chat when it's Zeeland Band. So we're going to listen to this one. They say, the pleasure of your company, created in GarageBand with love, a little reggae coated fun. Now, I myself am a reggae fan. I dig on the reggae vibe, so let's take a listen to this one, shall we? Michael, a.k.a. Zeeland Band, and the pleasure of your company. Let's do it. Just what I need going into spring. Ha ha ha. Well, it's already spring here in Australia. But yeah, very, very cool. Michael does always make very cool tracks. A nice different take on reggae. There it is. Michael doesn't mess around. It's done. So very, very cool. Go over and check out all of Michael's cool music that he creates over there on his channel. Yes. Now, where's my margarita, right? And yeah, you can catch all of Michael's music right there. Thank you to Jade Star for popping that there. Let's move on here. I'm a little bit all over the place here today, but we're just gonna play things as they come. And while we've got a bit of that grungy vibe in us, there's a band that I play randomly every week or two, and they're called State of Mind. And normally I say, yeah, I want to hear your new stuff. But State of Mind have such cool tracks from back in the 90s that I just want to keep playing their songs. And I have heard from the band, and yes, they're working on some new stuff, but I'm just going to play this again because everything they send me is super interesting, and I just dig it. And again, because it's my kind of music, they get a bit of a leave pass because, hey, what can I say? So this is State of Mind, and they said, a song we done live back in 93 about your mother craving love after her husband leaving her. Yeah, interesting subject matter here, but State of Mind, this one's called Lay Down, a live performance at the Royal Standard, here on Your Music Live.
Here's a song written about my mother. This song's called, if you listen to the lyrics, I'm not a sicko, seriously, it's just, dig a little bit deeper, I reckon, and you'll find it. Here's a song called Lay Down.
So, Guzzo's asking, who does this remind me of? So, to me, it's a little Stone Temple Pilots. It's a little Silverchair, a little Soundgarden. If there was a 90s band that started with S, I think State of Mind kind of sounded like them. I just dig that. I love that 90s, exactly. Great 90s vibe. And yeah, it's just cool. And to hear a live recording as well, as Scott's saying here, is very cool. Like it's just cool to hear that sort of in the club sound, introducing the song, doing their thing. Very cool. Alice in Chains, that's another band. It doesn't start with S, but that's another band that it definitely has that Alice in Chains kind of style. So very, very cool stuff. Thank you for your submission. Let's move on to our next artist, and this is Yvette Griggs, who says the following. This song is titled To Whom It May Concern and comes on at the 1 minute 38 mark. I wrote this song as a letter to those I love to remind them or anyone that the hardships we face in life are temporary and will always pass. I wrote while producing it on GarageBand. Oh, sorry, I wrote To Whom It Was Concerned when I was 16, but never recorded it until I was 18. Oh, yeah, since you're over the hill at 18. While producing it on GarageBand. Have fun with the harmonies as well, and I just hope this song can help someone in need. Let's jump over here and take a listen to this one. Now, Yvette says, what was the timestamp? 1 minute 38 mark. Here we go. So we'll cue this one up because there we go. We're in the right spot here. So this is Yvette Griggs with To Whom It May Concern on Your Music Live.
To whom it may concern, to whom it may concern, to whom it may concern, to whom it may concern. What is this misconception here? I know our time is coming near. I don't know what to do when I know my last thought was on you. But now that you know that's getting gear, I should be aware of all my fears. But something is holding me back, and I don't know if I'm proud of that. Every day is all the same. Why is it all I feel ashamed? A cycle that's been going on, and it's the last that'll take a hold of us. Don't know what has gotten into me. Maybe I need some agency. I'm not looking back, I'm only going forward, and I'll be glad when it's all over. I'm trying to do my best, but nothing is working anymore. It's to the ones who said they always believed in me. So try to get some sleep tonight. You can start it all over in the morning. I know something out there that awaits for you. Just to let time take its course. Mom, I'm sorry for the pain I caused, but I am so glad we cleared it all.
Yvette Griggs there, To Whom It May Concern. Yeah, vocals, piano, just the arrangement. Hello, Jenny. Just the arrangements sound really good. The backing vocals there. It just creates this beautiful soundscape, doesn't it? It all ties together beautifully. And yeah, vocals are top notch. You can tell when someone is a vocalist and they're singing, you can just tell. You can tell the difference, and that was exactly that. I don't know what I mean by that, but do you know what I mean? Like when someone's singing, like I often think that in the home studio, sometimes a mistake we make is that we sing like people are watching us. We sing within ourselves. But when you hear music like that, you just know that, yeah, they're going for it, 100%, all in. So very, very cool. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing. Speaking of sharing, let's grab our next tune here. And this is from Wi-Fi, W?Fi. Okay, we'll go with it. They say, I have bipolar, I was drowning, but somehow made it back safely. This is a song about my struggle with mental illness. Yeah, something that I know many of us have faced and continue to face. And I've often said that music is so cool because it gives you the opportunity. It doesn't fix things, but it is a healer, and it does definitely help. So let's take a listen to this one here from Wi-Fi. It's called Deep Waters here on Your Music Live.
the waves, you hold me close, caught in the undertow. Tender, consoling, holding my breath till I let you go. Let the waves crash over me, yeah. Let the cold dead water reach my soul. There are deep waters between us. And what would any red-blooded man do? Dive in the water to get to you. Swim through the ocean to find you. It's what I do. A bright sparkle in timid moments. I try to come up for air. The sky fades, I can't reach the surface, but I know you'll always be there. Let the waves crash over me, yeah. Let the cold dead water reach my soul. There are deep waters between us.
How cool is that? I'm going to have to definitely learn how to pronounce the name of the artist there, but it's W Fi. Wi-Fi? What Fi? I'm just going to go Wi-Fi. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, little Michael Bolton in there. Really good. Love the lyrics and love the vocals in that one. We've got some amazing vocalists, some amazing first-timers here tonight as well. So do not be a stranger if that's the level of music you're producing. That is very cool, and hopefully that helped you out of the darker places, and I'm sure that will help others as well, because there's a sort of a saying that if anyone that's going through what you're going through can pull themselves out, then it just gives you that little light of hope. And again, music is often about hope, and I want to thank you and everyone for their submissions. All right, we're going to do a little catch up here. I did promise that we are going to release a song. We're going to do that in a couple of songs' time, so stay tuned for that. So I'll be releasing my song with DistroKid, my song called Work in Progress, which is a work in progress. But now it's not, because it's finished. Hooray! So we'll be doing that just in just a few minutes. But for now, I know that there's a lot of garage band guys and gals out there, and I always love when we get to see a garage band project. And our friend Jerry Gomes said, I submitted this song earlier, but have since changed the video. So here's a slightly better version. I'm still looking for Alice, recorded on GarageBand, mastered on Grand Finale. So let's jump over here and take a listen to this one, which is I'm Still Looking for Alice, Jerry Gomes on Your Music Live. Yeah, I love that that 80s rockin' synth and vibe. Jerry's got it going on there, and it also actually reminds me, for the Australians in the crowd, the band Tism. They did songs that had that 80s kind of synth vibe, but with more of a modern rock kind of feel. Greg the Stop Sign, it reminds me of that tune, but very, very cool. I dig it. I love it. Yeah, it's weird. As I'm getting older, I definitely love the 90s, but I'm loving the 80s even more. And I don't know if it's that it's everywhere and everyone's into the 80s and I'm just following the crowd, or whether I just always secretly liked the 80s, but it wasn't cool to like the 80s back earlier in the time. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll be getting some, pink backgrounds going on soon with all the neon that everyone's into at the moment. But yeah, super groovy, super cool. Mark says, funny, just been listening to Primal Scream. There you go. Well, you know what's funny? Mark Kronk Song Lovell, is that we're about to play a Kronk Song tune. Yeah, we're going to do it. This is from our friend Mark Kronk Song Lovell. And if you like the creative intros like this one that we play at the start of the show, if you dig the intros that we have to the shows here, that's all Kronk Song. So that's the alien version we use today, which I love. So we're going to play a Kronk Song tune. We're going to jump over to SoundCloud, which means we have to go Lotto Cat, Lotto Cat, Lotto Cat. Oh no, we've got dynamic link not found. What have I done? What have I done wrong here, Mark? I've done something and I've not been able to find the link to this one. Come on, SoundCloud, you can do it. You can get there. No, we've got dynamic link not found. We'll hold that thought. We will. I've probably got another Kronk song in the list here. So we'll try and find that, and we'll get back to you. Please hold the line. Your Kronk songs are important to us, and we will be back with the next available Kronk song in a moment. Otherwise, I'll just find something from Mark's back catalogue and just play it. So instead, while I try and rectify that, let's grab this tune. Maybe it's a SoundCloud thing. We'll grab this one from Statistic now. We'll throw this one in the link. Actually, Mark, if you can help me out, it was the one where you said something about losing when your gear doesn't work. So if you email me, the fresh link, I'll grab that and use that shortly. So go with that. But for now, let's jump over and take a listen to this one. Statistic says, this is something brand new that I made during a bout of sleep deprivation. I also recently rearranged my studio, so the new vibe definitely helped make this track possible. Please start it at 1 minute 57. So we have this going down over here. Statistic Ex Machina. No, can never say that properly. Ex Machina. We'll just bring her back to the start. Actually, no, we don't need to do that because we wanted to play it from 1 minute 57. So we'll bring it on down here to 1:57. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Ex Machina from Statistic here on Your Music Live. Yeah, how good is that synth sound? I love it. Very, very cool. Futuristic, yeah, great sounds. Another killer tune there. Very well done from our friend Statistic. And thank you for doing it. I dig it. I've found another Kronk Song, one that's been submitted more recently. So I'm going to spin this one because we can't have lack of Kronk is not acceptable. So we're going to play this one from Mark, Kronk Song Lovell, which is, of course, his 2-minute YML mix, which he does for us, which is very, very cool. And this one is called Where You Live. And Mark says, inspiration struck when I saw the postman come up the drive. I have done the music and was wondering what to sing about. And one thing led to another. By the way, after your suggestion, I've also been taking my phone out while walking the dog and sing into it when I get an idea. Nice one. Always have a little look around first, though. Yeah, I still do the same. Even though I've kind of lost most of the shame of just singing into my phone, I still kind of do the little glance side to side. I'm like, is anyone watching? No? Okay. La, 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 la. And then someone pops out from behind a bush and looks at you weirdly. And you're like, but it's all good. Let's get the Kronk on and play this one from Kronk Song. This is Where You Live. Mark, Kronk Song Level on your Music Live.
Postman, bring me some mail. I made a beeline for the door, 'cause I've been waiting for so long now for correspondence like before. I live in hope, I live in hope that one day you'll get in touch with me. Send me the tickets you promised years ago, so that I can come and see where you live. Perhaps you moved on, don't wanna know. After all, it's been a while. One day you'll get in touch with me. Send me the tickets you promised years ago, so that I can come and see where you live. Where you live.
The one, the only Kronk Song with a little ditty called Where You Live. We finally got there. Yeah, I love it too. Another brilliant Kronk song here on Your Music Live. Thank you again to Mark for his tireless work and for all of the cool intros that he does for me here on the show. It's a case of where you just do things. Like, that's it. He didn't say, oh, Pete, I would like to do this thing for you, but I need things from you. He's just like, here, have this theme music, use it if you like. And I'm like, this is epic, I'm using it. And now he's done like 5 different theme songs for the show. So thank you to Mark. You can go to bed now, mate. I know it's late for you over there in the UK, so I hope you're doing well. And thank you to everyone. All right, we're going to do one more tune, and then as promised, we are going to jive on in, one of the two, and release my song. I know I'm a little bit nervous. I don't get nervous about much these days here on the show, but releasing a song live with the sponsor of the show, yeah, I'm putting a lot of trust in this, but I've done it a bunch of times, so I think we'll be fine. But before we do that, speaking of DistroKid, our wonderful sponsors, our man Russ8889 has released an album. You probably know it. It is The Delicate Giants, and Russ says the following. Very good day to you, Pete. Good day to you, Russ. Please play the track 2 minutes in, as it has a long intro for a change. This track is called Glass on Steel, taken from the album Earthworks by The Delicate Delicate Giants, all made on iPad and mastered by Jade Star, have completed 3 song timbre tracks in GarageBand for the first time using your online course for just $10. What a bargain, as it saved me lots of time searching what I wanted. Thank you, Russ. We'll send the first track next week so you can hear the progression as I got used to GarageBand with your online help. Well, thank you, Russ, and appreciate the very subtle plug there for my $10 GarageBand course, available now at studiolivetoday.com/courses. We're going to jump in and listen to this one. Where did Russ say from? From 2 minutes. I can't find the spot now. Please, long intro, 2 minutes. Please play from 2 minutes. All right, so we'll cue this one up from the 2 minute mark, and we'll give this one a spin. There we are. I know many of you have been raving about this album. I've listened to it. It is great. You want to go and listen to this one. Absolutely. You got to go and get it. Buy it, stream it, steal it. No, maybe don't steal it. Just get it. It's available everywhere because it was released through DistroKid, which means you can get it at everywhere that good music is streamed and sold. So before I release my new song, let's listen to this track called Glass on Steel from the Delicate Giants here on Your Music Live. Just the sort of music that you want to put on and listen to and just sit back and relax. Like if you are, exactly as Dragon Lady says here, music to get lost in, and getting lost in the best possible way. A pure fire beat there from Russ 8889. You do. You just get lost in it. Totally, 100%. But one place that won't get you lost is DistroKid. They'll get you found. They'll get your music found. They'll give you the ability to release your music and get it out there to all of the different platforms. They do sponsor this show. They help keep the lights on here at Studio Live Today Studios. And today, I am going to release a song using DistroKid. Here's one I prepared earlier. No, I'm not going to do that. We're going to do it live. We're doing it live. We are going to release a song here live. So if you don't know about DistroKid, they are sponsors of this show. So full disclosure there. You can use the link up the top or down in the description and sign up to DistroKid. You'll save 7% off your first year. And you too can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs and albums, just like you can see here. Starting from way back in 2017 when I released Recoil, my very first EP. through a bunch of singles, through my 2018 album, Selfish Aware, a bunch more singles, another couple of EPs, and now it is Songtember 2021. So we're going to upload this song and we're going to do it right here live on the show. I couldn't think of any better place to release this song than right here on Your Music Live. It just seems so fitting. So here we go. All of the services, we're going to stick it out everywhere. Because why not? We're going to put it everywhere, including Snapchat. And yes, I do own 100% of the publishing. It's 100% original. So we're going to put it everywhere. It is one song. It has not been previously released. Now, I have the Musician Plus plan, which means I've got two artist names. Righty Doki, which is the artist that I use to release my 80s sort of synth tune, the Back to the Future one, 1.21. What's it called? Something like that. And then we've got Pete Johns. So this is going to be a Pete Johns release. So we're going to use Pete Johns. Now, this is it's my Songtember song. So we're actually going to release it on the very last day of Songtember. So it's going to be available on the last day of the month. Now, you generally, if you're releasing, you want to give yourself longer than that. So if you were trying to release and you wanted to promote, I would give yourself, it says at least 1 week. I would give yourself probably 2 weeks or more to be able to do this. So at least 2 or 3 weeks so that you can have time to promote it. But I'm just going to go with September 30th so that we've got 5 days to talk about it and, finish up things here on the channel. You can select the time here again in the Musician Plus plan. We can go, let's make it 8 a.m. 8 a.m. in everyone's time zones. And what we're going to say is, yes, we can let pre-orders happen from right now. So again, this is a function of the Musician Plus plan, the pre-order. Now, we need to choose an image. So I've got my album artwork done. And what I'm going to do is just click here and grab this one here, which is the work in progress album artwork. Your file. Oh no, my file is too large. So I've tried to use a PNG file here that's too large. So this is where we've hit our first small hurdle. But luckily, here's one I prepared earlier that is slightly smaller, that is less than 20 megabytes. I've never come across that before because I made sure this was super high quality, and apparently it was actually too high quality. But there you go. I'm learning something new every day. It's got to be 20 megabytes or smaller. So there's my album artwork, work in progress that we worked on here on the channel yesterday. It is English. Now, genres, I'm going to say alternative because I just consider my music as alternative. It's probably not. It's probably more rock and folk here, but we'll go alternative and we'll go rock because that's what I like. Actually, no, we'll go singer-songwriter because that's actually more what this is. Singer-songwriter, rock. Now, here's where you need to make sure that you get the track title exactly right. We're going to go work in progress. And yes, I'm using a small I for that. It's title case, but for a letter like in and things like that, you want to go with the lowercase. So is there a featured artist? Well, we have a whole bunch from the community that were on this song, but I'm not going to put them in here now because I've got to go back out and find the artist names that you all want me to use. So we're going to add that into the details. So you can actually add that here later and in DistroKid. This is the normal version. Now, here's where we've got to throw the file in here. So the audio file, you want to use a WAV file and make sure it's the best possible quality. No compressed files if you can possibly avoid it. So we've got the work in progress mastered 3. You know how I said, final master? Yeah, this is final master number 3. Dolby Atmos, no, it's not. It's not a version for that. Songwriter, I wrote this song. Yes, I did. And here's what you have to do. You have to put your first name and last name directly into here, which I'm just going to come over here for a sec while I do this. Just because, those auto-fill-in things, sometimes it puts in other details on the screen that you don't want it to. Explicit lyrics, no. Is this a radio edit? No. This song contains lyrics. Let streaming services decide the preview clip time. We're going to sell it for 99 cents to make it simple, and we don't want any of these additional extras. Now, I won't go into details on these, but you can check out other videos here on the channel to learn about all of these different extras that you may want to go with. There's a bunch of them there. Now you just have to come here and go into all of these, and because I know what all of these are, I'm just going to tick them all. You can pause the video and see what they all are if you want to. We'll tick them all. And then what I recommend before you release is come back to the top here and just do a quick scan. Because you want to, measure twice, cut once. So we want to come down here. We're just going to check all the details. We're going to make sure everything is hunky-dory and good to go. Studio Live Today Records. There's my album artwork. English, singer-songwriter, work in progress. The file has been chosen. Everything is looking good, and we're good to go. So let's hit the done button. What have we got here? Please choose a later pre-order date. Okay, so because I'm here in the future, here in Australia, I've got to make this pre-order date the 25th of September. There we go. just to make it happy, and then we'll go done and we should be hunky-dory. There we go. The album artwork is uploading, and then the track itself will upload. So what we're going to do is we are going to let that upload, and we'll be back after another couple of tracks to see how that progresses. So I hope you enjoyed that and just saw exactly how easy. I even made a couple of mistakes there, and it still only took less than 5 minutes to get my song uploaded and out the door. So speaking of cool people, let's continue on and grab this tune from, where are we? I've lost it. Here we go, I'm holding off the Song Timber tracks, you may have noticed. I'm holding off the Song Timber tracks for next week. So we're going to grab this one from That Mitchell Thing. So they say, started with some of the new loops in GarageBand. It reminded me of driving at night and how lonely that can be, which inspired the lyrics about homelessness. Please start playing at 53 seconds. Many thanks. You are welcome, my friend, and thank you for sharing. So let's jump over here and grab this tune. And where are we playing it from? From 53 seconds. So we'll bring it up here to 53 seconds. And this is That Mitchell Thing with The Forgotten here on Your Music Live.
Leading straight into the darkness, hearing the laughter in the night, nothing but cardboard cities, only the lonely in the night. Had a loving family, but they could not take away the pain. The girls and the broken bottles, reality comes around again. Forgive me, she screams inside her. Release me from unforgiven sins. But nobody hears her calling. This hell she finds herself living in. This hell she finds herself living in.
Sorry, I had the mic open there and you got a bit of a cough in there. Very good stuff. Yeah, nice vocals, very cool track, very meaningful lyrics, good arrangement, yeah, catchy, and a pretty important thing. Definitely, it's if you can support folks that are doing it rough, that are sleeping rough, do so. I never quite know what to do in terms of actually when you are out and you see folks that are homeless. Do you donate to them directly? What I do is I support a couple of charities here called the Hutt Street Centre and Catherine House in Australia. One's a women's shelter, one's primarily a men's shelter. And that's what I figure I can do. Like, I think that's probably the best thing, is putting it into organisations that are helping people directly. So yeah, it's a great message, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. As Jenny says, important messages. Indeed. All right, speaking of important messages, our man Case out of the Netherlands, I've interviewed him on the channel. His artist name is Pascal Potential, and he has a new song here, and we're going to jump over to Facebook, of all places, for the first time, to the Create, Record, Release group. Now, it is a private group, but I did get permission from Case to actually play it over here. So what Case says is, hey, Case here, this song, The Hologram, is our first since December 2019. Sending files to each other turned out to not be our thing, so we were happy to sing and play together this month. A couple of other firsts course, as well. The first Pascal Potential song without drums, because I think it doesn't need them. This is also our first song that was recorded and mixed in Logic, coming from GarageBand on iOS. This was and still is an interesting learning experience, and the first one that's going to be mastered by a professional mastering engineer. Very excited for that. Hope you enjoy it. I think we will, because I haven't listened to this. I deliberately didn't listen to it before this one, because I wanted to listen to it fresh. But here it is, and we're going to take it back to the start, because Facebook likes to autoplay things, and take a listen to some brand new Pascal Potential, first track since December of 2019. This is, what is the name of the tune? I can't remember. Let's just play it. Pascal Potential here on Your Music Live.
Somewhere in someone within, the car goes through me, where it all ends. Gravity just takes me within, spinning around, I guess, crashing over water, so in a diagram. Money spent on energy. Rainbow lake blooms up, colorful water, pictures are shown off at Instagram. Money spent on energy.
Now that I'm gone, I thought it was him. Now that I'm gone, I have a lack of energy. A lack of energy.
There's a few in a haze, fiddle around, no oasis will come. Follow the clouds for some miles, shadow the spell that's...
Very nice indeed. And it's always really cool to see that glimpse behind the project there. And yeah, working in Logic is something that I'm about to embark on a learning process. So you might have noticed that I've started using GarageBand on Mac a little bit lately. I now have been using my Mac for coming up a year. So it is time for me to also try the Logic route. But yeah, very, very cool stuff there from Case. Those harmonies, I know, very, very good stuff. Yeah, echoes of the Mama and Papa. It has a very 60s, 70s San Francisco, West Coast, US kind of vibe, doesn't it? In a good way. So do go and check out the rest, and check out the original interview I did with Case. I can't find it, but if Thomas or Jade can locate it, maybe throw it in the chat if you have a chance to, folks. And by the way, thank you to our moderators. Can we just get, as well as Case, can we get a round of applause to the awesome moderators who help keep things flowing around here? But yeah, Case was the first person that I ever interviewed on my creator series. So when I started chatting to creators, to different folks about how they create their music, and yeah, since then we've spoken to a bunch of very, very cool people right here on the channel. So thank you for sharing. Sharing is indeed caring, as we say. Let's grab this one from Critter Jason, shall we? We're going to go to SoundCloud, and then after we hear from Critter Jason, what we're going to do is we're going to see how my DistroKid release went, because we're going to have to jump over and check that out in just a moment. So let's. I like the sound of this one. It's called The Boss Approaches, and it's Critter Jason. What does he have to say about it? Pete, you are an iPad master, and I love watching all your series. Well, thank you. Don't know much about the song, but I appreciate the compliment. Let's jump over here and take a listen to this one. Critter Jason, aka Jason Critter, with The Boss Approaches here on Your Music Live. Super duper funky. Yeah, how good is that? The Jason Critter Jason there. The bass is the boss. The bass is the boss. The boss is the bed, bing, bong, bong, bing, 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 blue moon. No, very, very cool. Thank you for sharing. Remember, sharing is caring, Sharon is Karen. So if you are digging on any of the tunes you're hearing today, don't forget you can jump straight down into the description. That's where I've linked all of the songs that we're playing here. And that's also where you can hit the like button and you can hit the share button. Let Uncle Dave know that we're live here today, and let Uncle Dave know that we're spinning some of the best music on the internet right here, right now. It's always a good time when we're doing our thing. And Thomas has shared the interview with Case, which I've lost it, but it is there in the chat. Where did I see that? There it is. So there is my interview with Case. If you want to check it out, you can jump over or just search Pete John's Pascal Potential, and I'm sure it'll lead you down the path. Very cool stuff there, and a nice modulation indeed. Mars Capone in the house. Am I playing your track today, Greg? Can you just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down? Because I know there was a bit of back and forth there, and I'll give it a spin after the toilet break in the second half, if you'd like me to give it a spin, because Mars Capone, one of my wonderful patrons, and if you want to be a patron, if you want to be cool like Greg, jump on over to patreon.com/PeteJohns. Are all genres welcome? They are, yes. If you've been listening in, you've probably noticed that we play everything here. The only prerequisites is if it's anything that's preaching hate or violence or excessive profanity, we don't play it. We're kind of somewhere between PG-13 and MA-15 here. So, yeah, if it's super violent or super sweary and it's just telling you how to shoot people and take drugs, we won't be playing it. But if it's just, if it has the occasional S-bomb or S-bomb slipped in there, then I think we can deal. We're mostly mature grown-ups here, except for me. Let's check in with DistroKid, shall we? And see how we did. Speaking of DistroKid, our wonderful sponsors, let's check in. Boom, done. That was easy, wasn't it? Sure was, DistroKid. Thank you. So it is now been submitted, and it says your release date is cutting it close. So I've gone well and truly against my own advice here, because I've tried to push this out. So if this doesn't go live by the 30th of September, it's my fault. It's my fault, not DistroKid's fault, because technically what it says here is because the release date is specified as less than 4 weeks in the future, it's possible a single won't be live everywhere on your release date. So if you want to, this is a super important part, if you want to make sure that you have time to submit to playlists, to make sure that your single launches everywhere at once, then make sure that you give it 4 weeks. So in this case, what might happen, and it's usually Spotify that is the slowest. It'll usually hit places like YouTube Music and Apple Music and other places pretty quickly. Sometimes Spotify is a little laggy. So if you are planning to promote your single, and you're not doing a song in a month song temper challenge, then give yourself 4 weeks. But there you go. And here's the cool thing. We can now use this. We can now use this preview link. So we can jump over here. And here it is. Work in progress. Available. There it is. There's our DistroKid hyperfollow page. So what we can do is I can copy this. And I'm going to paste it right here into the chat. If you're watching on the replay, I'll throw it down in the description. But people can come in here. Available 30th of September. And look at this. You can do a Spotify pre-save right here, right now. So that is pretty darn cool, I believe. And once that's released, this page updates. So this hyperfollow page updates with all the links to where people can actually listen to it. So if someone's got that link before the release, then as soon as it's actually released, that same link will actually help you get it out there. And the word progress, I've checked it 17 times. It doesn't look right. I was looking at it yesterday going, it looks weird having a double S there. I don't know. It's bizarre. Alrighty. Mars Capone says my song is ridiculously wholesome. Cool. And we're going to spin it today? Well, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that in a moment because, yes, if you like. Yeah, well, all right. So we'll do that after the toilet break because it is a toilet break time. It's TB time. And what is the toilet break? Well, it's my opportunity to have a quick comfort stop, let's be honest. But it's also an opportunity to highlight something cool that you may want to check out. And this week, I'm not playing one toilet break song. I'm playing a bunch of toilet break songs because our man Cy Effen, which is no Emis, which is Simon backwards, which took me a while to actually work out, which is super cool. He has got a new album that is about to be released. And I thought that we would play the little preview clip here of his album. It's a 4-minute clip here, and it's a bunch of the songs. So you're going to get a taste of all of the different tunes that are going to be on this album, and I thought it would be great to listen to this one, and it would be the ideal toilet break. So welcome to the the esteemed hall. It has Jade Star, it has me, it has a bunch of folks, it has Russ of Toilet Break played, folks. So let's jump in. This is The Digital Delusion. It's no Emmis, and the album will be out on the 1st of October, which is a good time, at the end of September. There's going to be so much music just flooding things at the end of the month, with all the Songtember shenanigans going on. So let's jump in and take a listen to this preview of Psy's new album, The Digital Delusion. Let's do it.
I'd say it's that time of year, but it seems a bit cool for April now, doesn't it?
There you go, No Emmis, our buddy Psy, with his album out on the 1st of October, Digital Delusion. And if SM Borthwick is correct here, Psy may have himself 99 subscribers and need just one. He does indeed. Go over and let's do a bit of a get on over and sub him up, folks. So that's my metalhead hippie. I'll only do that once, ever. But yeah, by the way, watch the Hippie Show, Metalhead Hippie. If you like this sort of stuff, jump on over. Maybe not. I think he's streaming right now. In fact, we clash at different times of the year. We kind of overlap. So I think he's streaming right now. But yeah, after the show, actually after the show, you're going to watch Thomas Christ. But on other days, he streams 4 days a week. So catch the Metalhead Hippie Show. But great stuff, Si. Thank you for sharing that one. Very cool. Yeah. So Night Train says, seen this already. I'm subbed to Si's channel. Looking forward to the album. So many people dropping so many cool albums. Does anyone else feel like it's really difficult to keep up with all the music at the moment? I've got a problem. I'm like, my problem is I can't actually keep up with all the music that we're playing here. Speaking of music that we're playing here, we haven't played anything from Mike and Dawn Jeunesse for a while. How did that go, folks? I can never pronounce your surname, and you've told me a bunch of times, and I just can never remember the correct spelling. But we're going to play this tune anyway. We're going to play this tune. It is called Keep Shining On, and we hope this acoustic guitar song will encourage you. Things are a little crazy, and we all need a little hope and peace rather than fear. Enjoy the words and the rising sun. The lyrics video of one of our older recordings. Start time stamp number 1 minute 35. Thanks, Pete and friends, from Mike and Dawn. So let's jump to 1 minute 35 on this sucker. There's the 1 minute 35 mark, and we'll give this one a spin. This is Keep Shining On from Mike and Dawn Jeunesse on Your Music Live.
When you're all alone, your so-called friends, they are gone, and your mind and your body are feeling quite ill at ease. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of sudden fear. There's someone even closer than you imagine. For the Lord shall be your confidence. He will keep your foot from being taken. And the path of the just is like a shining light that'll shine more and more unto the perfect day. Yes, the Lord shall be your confidence. He can keep your foot from being taken. And the path of the just is like a shining light that'll shine more and more unto the perfect day.
How nice is that? Yeah, backing vocals off the chart with Mike and Dawn there. A lovely song as always. Yeah, definitely some James Taylor. Someone said some John Denver. Some male artist starting with J for sure. But very, very cool stuff. And very nice. Like just very nice. Nice production. Exactly. Just well glued together. Like, you know, sometimes you're listening to a song and you're like, yeah, this sounds good, but it sounds like a bunch of different people and different instruments. It doesn't feel like it's one harmonious, glued together mix. That one sounded glued AF. It's a really inappropriate way to say that. Yeah, a bit of a Paul Simon feel too. I agree. All right, it's time to play catch up here because, as you know, I always complain. I don't complain, but I always mention the fact that we are behind, meaning that I've got to catch up on some songs that people have submitted, like up to 4 and 5 and 6 weeks ago. So to make sure that we catch up on them, this is the catch up period of the show. For the next 30 minutes, we're just going to go back to back to back, and I'm going to play them in the order that they're sitting here on my list, and just make sure that we're caught up, so that we're at least to the end of August. Let's at least get into September, shall we? So that we're only 4 weeks behind, because kind of buried the lead here, but next week we're doing a Song Timber show. So we're going to be playing primarily Song Timber songs. If we've got enough to fill the whole 2 hours, we'll do just Song Timber. If we don't, then we'll add some more songs towards the end. But yeah, it's going to be our special Song Timber edition next week. So let's jump over to Bandcamp of all places for this next one. This is the Pine City Orchestra, and they say this song I would like played is Clemza Disco Nerd. Cool. It was played on an iPad using Cubase 3 and GeoShred. It is inspired by Clemza music and electronics. Very cool. And it's called Endless Echoes. So it's the Pine City Orchestra with a tune called Endless Echoes. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Bit of a nice reedy jam going on there from our friends at Pine City Orchestra. Good stuff. And yeah, Bandcamp, I think someone was asking, what's Bandcamp? It's a place where you can sell your music. So if you didn't want to use DistroKid, which why wouldn't you want to use DistroKid? But it's another option you can have. It's like selling independent music, and you can do it on Bandcamp. But why not do both? Why not release it to all the streaming platforms, to iTunes, to everywhere, and sell it on Bandcamp? You can do both. You can have it all in 2021. No limits, no limitations. All right, let's move on to our next one. This is called Dang Diego. And Dang Diego have a tune here called Beanhead. They say, made a beat one day when I was bored, and then watched your vids to learn more about the music making process and decided to put some vocals over it. Very cool. Let's take a listen to this one. Dang Diego with Beanhead on Your Music Live.
You got a beanhead.
Checks how I be running, yeah, flexing so hard, I be stunning, yeah, I be bumming, she be bumming, he be bumming, yeah, I run with the checks, I run and I flex, 100 to test, I just flex, in the test, stay in the test, I'm doing these things, I'm meeting some beans, I stay flexible, I stay checking, I'm on next. You better run up the checks. I just pull up and I flex. I just pull up and yeah, what? They cleaning the fit, the wet of the drip.
Nice flow, nice style, nice cool stuff there from our friend, what's the name? Dang Diego. Yeah, go Diego, go. Beanhead. And this is where Pete finds out that Beanhead's some horrible derogatory term that I shouldn't be playing. I don't know. One day I will. If I ever play something offensive, it's going to be because of my lack of understanding of like modern pop culture. And I'm going to play something that's like, I can't believe you played that Beanhead song. Do you know what Beanhead actually means? I'm like, no, I don't. So yeah, I'm going to get myself in trouble one day. All right, let's move on here. This is PGS Tunes. It says, hello, I'm 15 years old. I'm from Spain, and I've made a trap song in Spanish with GarageBand iOS on an iPad. Its name is what it says there. Bebixigzul. Yes, okay. I hope you do like it. It's one of my first songs. Now I have 11 more songs with this amazing app, GarageBand. There you go. Get into it. Oh man, if I had GarageBand as a 15-year-old, I would be on that thing 24/7. All right, let's jump in and take a listen to this one from PGS Tune on Your Music Live.
hace demasiado tiempo que ya no te veo. Y cuando más tiempo pasa crece mi deseo. Acepto que tengas razón, que la distancia nos separa, pero yo sé que tu corazón quizá que ya lo nuestro nunca acabe. ¿Y por qué creo que me estoy enamorando? Cuando estoy con ella es como si en un sueño estuviera volando. Y cuando de azul se pinta, es lo que le hace parecer de la demás distinta. Mi bebecita azul, no hay nadie como tú. Me pregunto cómo estás, ya no puedo esperar más. Ya sé que la distancia nos está matando, pero aún así nos seguimos llamando. Bebecita azul, tú ponte bien de blue y cuando llegue la ocasión te cantaré esta canción.
Yeah,
Ya sé que la distancia...
I know. It's pronounced exactly like that, Andy. I'm sure it is. That was cool. I like it. Viva España, muy dolce, sweet. Yes, I don't speak Spanish, but very cool stuff all the same. I can definitely relate to Abu Habib here, who, when I was 15, I had a 4-track. I too. I had the Tascam. Actually, I was about 16 or 17. I bought the Tascam 424 Mark II, which was an amazing tape recorder. Man, that thing would be worth a lot these days if it was in the condition that I had it in, because I didn't use it that much. But it's amazing that we live here in the future. That is excellent. Very, very good stuff. And there's some education going on about what a beanhead is. Apparently, it could be. We won't go into it. You can look it up. Go Urban Dictionary that stuff. That's what Urban Dictionary is for, isn't it? That's what I should be doing before I actually do a show. I should just go through and make sure that I'm not being punked. Do people still say punked anymore? See, that just shows how old I am. David Mendoza. Is David Mendoza in the house? Well, it doesn't really matter. We're going to play their song. So David Mendoza says, I recorded this using GarageBand on my iPhone 7. It's a song about always appreciating what we already have and living in the present instead of wishing life was more like the good times in the past. Live in the now, man. I agree. I think we should be living in the now. Oh, we've got an ad. What's the ad for?
Yeah, so apply now through achievemore.com.au. Fresh sponsor.
Oh, okay. So there was, that's weird. A fresh sponsor. It sounds like, see, there's a radio station called Fresh FM, and it sounds like whatever that was an ad for just took their radio ad and stuck it onto SoundCloud and went, SoundCloud's a new radio, right? But the fact that it said Fresh FM sponsor at the end, or Fresh sponsor, that's pretty funny. That made me laugh. So no Lotto Cat, but we did have an ad. So winning, success. Let's listen to David Mendoza now. Time to Love is now on Your Music Live.
La 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 la. Live a good life now, you've got people that love you. You've got people to love. Got people to love. So don't forget about the present. Don't forget about what's happening now.
Nicely done there, David Mendoza. Time to Love is now. Love the message. Cool little hook there. Love the guitars and things. I think what Bear says here needs glue. So I think just the drum was floating a little bit there. And I think that it could be really tightened up. And I think it could just be right there. So if you're creating in GarageBand or in any other DAW, throw a little quantization on the drums. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to line everything up on the grid, but it can be a little distracting because I think that could be a really epic song, but just the slightly wavering drums. Scott says, I think the rhythm needs some work. I think that just timing, getting your timing a little bit more in the pocket, it's going to sound good. But good stuff. Like, keep doing it. I always say everyone starts at zero, and you're going to keep creating and you're going to keep learning and developing. So don't stop now. Just keep doing your thing. Thank you for sharing, David Mendoza. Sorry, that's a McBain thing from Simpsons. Poach Stevens says, a bit of GB on iPad, a bit of Avid Pro Tools on Windows. I'll use anything for drums and percussion, some bad guitar playing, MIDI keys, MPX 2000 XL, and an old jazz drive that I'm surprised still isn't dead. I mostly create instrumental music, but I decided to rap as I do here. Generally, when I write a song, I go with an idea or feeling that I'll record my improvisation a few bars at a time in sections until I feel good about it. Nice one. I like it. I like the concepts there. I like taking us through the backstory behind it. So let's take a listen to this one. This is Poach Stevens and a tune called Time Machine here on Your Music Live.
See, I've done enough drugs to not even know what I've done, to not even know where I'm coming from. A bullet from a hit or a gun, don't even matter, the chapter is done. And I ain't got collateral to purchase a paddle or wrong, to touch a boat to appear, to touch the ground to it near, and just listen to at least one of my peers. See, my legs are used to moving, I was born off rocky water. I remember when my father used to twist it off and nod the muddy water. So I ain't got a pot of gold, I ain't got no silver spoon, but I got some pot to roll, and I got a chick to swoon. You can take the high road, I'ma get it low. But I swear I got a mind to go, focus like a monocle, going where my mind to go, my mind to go where I'ma go. So I'ma go back when your rep was where your rhyme would go. Showing stacks was a primer, not a final note. Hope. If I'm honest, then I'll say the files was honest, just like powder on a donut. So no duffels in the truck was stuffed with stuff from other owners, and the whip was lifted from a local grocer. When I look back on it, I'm like special moments.
If I had a time machine, I'd turn back yesterday. Before I stepped into the swamps, I'd step the other way.
Yeah, right. Oh, man, I love it when you're listening to a track and you're expecting it to go left, and it not only turns right, it does a U-turn and just goes back the other way. That's what that track does for me. I'm a big fan of the artist Black Alicious. Used to listen to a lot of Black Alicious back in the day, and that has vibes of that, of just that really interesting arrangement with different instruments and different syncopated rhythms, like moving and shaking in between. Yeah, it's not usually my kind of genre, but when it's done well, when it's done really good with the drums and the bass and all the other bits in there, yeah, really good. So Poach Stevens, first timer here on Your Music Live. Let's not make it the last time for Poach Stevens, because that was pretty darn cool, if I do say so myself. Moving right along, Nihar Mapanka says, hey Pete, how's it going for you? It's going well. This one's a cinematic piece which I wrote, and along with it has many layers, layer upon layer, of different instrument strings which lead to a cinematic end. Love what you do, and also if possible, can you please play the song from 350 or 355, because I really, really want you and the people to listen to the cinematic end. Okay, so from 350, we'll see how long it is, and we'll see if we can play it from 350. We'll bring it up here. We've got a SoundCloud link. Any more ads? No ads. Right, from 350. All right, so we've got a little bit of we've come into a bit of a break here by the looks of it. Yeah, look, we'll do this. We'll play it here from 350 through to the end. So this is Nihar Mapanka, and this is Revitalize on Your Music Live. Very nicely done. Very nice song. Very nicely performed. And thank you. I did like the ending. So good job. Good tip there to play the end of the tune. Great stuff there. We're going to continue on because we're going to try and catch up on some more stuff here. We're going to play this one from Rowan, who says, I don't really plan in advance what I'm going to write about, but this is what came out of my subconscious. I guess it's just a little reminder to enjoy every moment. This is my first time I've done a vocal using GarageBand. I'm not a vocalist, but since I'm the only one that knows the song, I decided to do the vocal. Did you know that Ben Folds did the same thing? He's like, I'm not a vocalist, but I'm writing these songs, and he was singing the demos of them. And then people were like, Ben Folds, you are a good vocalist. You just need to sing these songs. And he started singing it, and now, 20 years later, he's an amazing singer-songwriter and one of the most unique and awesome vocalists going around. So I think whenever you say I'm not a vocalist, and anyone says I'm not a insert thing, I think you need to add yet at the end of that, because I think everyone can be. And everyone has the opportunity to be, because it's 2021. We can keep going. Alrighty, let's take a listen to this one. This is Rick Rowan with Gone here on Your Music Live.
You can pull a shed down, spend your whole life watching TV. You can eat a lot of donuts and gain a lot of weight. It's easy. Or you can pump some iron and do a lot of rips. You can get some definition in your pics. But either way you go, someday you'll be gone. You'll be gone, you'll be gone.
We may have played this before, but I'm going to play it anyway because it's cool.
Myself clear. The world will keep moving on, but you won't be here. Now you could be a banker, worship the almighty dollar. Watch your bank account grow while your heart gets smaller. Or you could give away every dime you've got. You could never have a single selfish thought. But either way you go, someday you'll be gone.
Gone, you'll be gone. I love it. Very, very cool. Yeah, I have played it before. Sometimes I don't mark things off correctly. So sometimes we get a double spin, but that's okay. When we go through and do these catch-ups, sometimes I'm catching up on stuff I've already caught up on. Let's move to our next track. But yeah, great stuff there from Rick Rowan. Benjamin Virgo says, made this in GB iOS. It was an experiment in using a bunch of apps I'd just bought, like the iFretless bass, and also wanted to use a lot of the virtual features inside GarageBand. Have we heard this one before as well? Am I playing songs that I've played before? I definitely recognize the album artwork, but we'll give it a spin anyway, because I don't want to not play it if we haven't. So let's jump in and play this one. Benjamin Virgo with Destiny. Very cool. Yeah, you're right. I'll never catch up if I keep looping. But that's just my poor management where I haven't knocked stuff off where I have before. But go check it out anyway, because I do remember that album, Comedy of Errors, and maybe we have played that track Destiny before from Benjamin Virgo, but it's a cool track, so go and take another listen to it. There you go. Two for one. I do need a better system. I need to hire a producer or something to help me with this stuff so that I don't make these mistakes. This next track says this is recorded on FL. It's my hobby. It's childhood dream about music composition. I do experiments on different genres. So this is Willerson. Yes, Willerson. And the tune is called Baby Moon. Let's play it here on Your Music Live. I agree. Nice, fresh vibe on that one there from Willerson. Thank you for sharing it. Don't be a stranger. Share again soon, please. Alrighty, let's grab our next tune. This is from Classical Glass, or Glass. This neoclassical piece was composed using samples from a Yamaha MODX synthesizer and recorded and mixed in GarageBand. The message trying to be conveyed here is that if we look hard enough, we can find colours in the dark, something enriching and enabling even in difficult times. And if you've got the new iPhone 13 with night mode, apparently you can see colours in the dark really well. God. Ah, shocking. All right, let's jump over here. This is Classical Glass and their track called Colours in the Dark here on Your Music Live. I do look mesmerized, Clayton, because this is my jam. I don't know the musical term for it because I'm not a very good theory student, but I love when just that changing, that waves of the tempo. Like, it's not a static tempo, it's just coming up and down. Thomas Gillane does that really well in a lot of his music, his piano tracks. But yeah, that was mesmerizing. That was very cool indeed. Yeah, bit of piano love, a beautiful and brilliant and all the other superlatives. I dig it. Sorry, I'm clicking. Too many people are saying nice things about the track, but yeah, a haunting piano piece, absolutely. Hello to Evan Thomas says, what are the chances of this? You don't know me, but I've watched one of your headphone jack not working vids from 3 years ago. I watched it. I just searched up React to Music and found you. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? There's a lot of people that joined this community because they had a dirty headphone jack that they needed to fix, and my video that tells you how to fix it with a toothpick by just using it and scraping out the crud. And a lot of people found the channel, and then a lot of them have stuck around because they're listening to music and they like creating music, and then they're part of the community. So it's cool. The what is that word? Like that sliding doors thing, the not ubiquitous, the serendipity of life is kind of cool sometimes. All right, Nathan D'Souza calling. Nathan D'Souza has a track here, and they say, hi Pete, this is a track I made in GarageBand. I wanted to do something dark and melodic. I hope you enjoy it. And they say, please don't just listen to 1 minute. It's a 6-minute song. Yeah, see, the thing you need to know about me is that if you say, please don't listen to 1 minute, it's a 6 minute song, I'll probably listen to 30 seconds now. No, I wouldn't be that mean. But yeah, I do like being a bit contrary sometimes. So no, we will listen to, we usually do between 1 and 2 minutes. You got to capture my attention. If I play and it's a minute in and I'm still rocking and digging it, then we'll go to minute 30 or 2 minutes. But the whole point is, people have said, why do you only play a small amount? Why don't you play the whole song? 2 reasons. Number one is we'd play about a third as many songs if I played entire songs, and I already talk too much and play too little. And the second reason is it gives you, the viewing audience, an opportunity to go over to all of these artists and check out their entire song, because that's actually helping them out by going there, subscribing to them, liking, commenting, giving them feedback. And you might not do that. If you hit the whole songs here every week, you might not do that. It's less likely you would. So that's my logic anyway, and that's what we do around here, in case you were wondering. Anyway, let's take a listen to this one. Nathan D'Souza, Unbroken with When I Die.
When I die, when my coffin is carried out, you must never think I am missing this world. Do not shed any tears. Do not lament or feel sorry. I am not falling into a monster's abyss.
Right? Sounded almost like a guitar solo. So we have to turn it down. I do highly recommend going over and subscribing to Nathan D'Souza and checking out the catalogue of Unbroken music over there. It is all really cool. And Clayton Von Kluge, I refuse to entertain the idea that all these recordings are GarageBand. No way. Yes way. And the thing is, what a lot of folks sort of miss with the whole digital recording revolution, and yes, it is a revolution, is that we all have the ability to create, and digital music is ones and zeros. So if I plug this microphone into my Steinberg interface and I plug that into Pro Tools, or I plug that into a Pro Tools rig that's like a $20,000 Pro Tools HD rig, or I plug it into my iPhone through an adapter, guess what it's doing? It's doing the analog conversion, and then it's capturing digital audio. And that's all that there is. So whether you're using GarageBand or Reaper or Logic or any other platform, it's all the same. It's digital recording. The gone are the days where, if you had a cheap tape machine, a $200 tape machine versus a $2,000 tape machine, it's different quality. It's recapturing analog stuff, and it's got different moving parts in there. Digital is digital, ones and zeros, on or off. So yeah, that's why I love digital music. No, there's those weird birds outside now. There's these birds here in Australia. They're called the pee-pee or something, and they just go beep, beep, beep. You'll probably hear them in the background. All right, let's move on here. We've got a check here from Stuart Rose, and Stuart says, written about growing up in Louisiana, recorded in GarageBand on an iPad. There we go again. Using an SE-V7 vocal mic, a Guild D30 acoustic guitar, Yamaha fretless bass, cool, with a PreSonus audio box interface. See, that's all you need. Just plug a PreSonus audio box into your iPad, get recording, be like Stuart Rose. So let's take a listen to this one. This is Louisiana. Shout out to my friends in Louisiana. Louisiana summertime here on Your Music Live.
Old dog lying on the front porch, trying to stay out of that noonday sun. Old man sitting in his rocking chair, he's got a fan in his hand, he's trying to move some air. Oh, it's summertime.
summertime. Boys and girls with their swimsuits on, they're running through sprinklers out on the lawn. Smell of hickories rising up through the air. Somebody smoking a brisket somewhere. Oh, it's summertime. Louisiana summertime. I ain't got no worries, I ain't got no cares. When I was a young man growing up here.
Very cool stuff, right? In the summertime, indeed. It's nearly summertime here. Exactly. Very easy on the ears, Russ. Very easy on the ears. Very good stuff there. Yeah, good vibes. Good things going on there. And yeah, sorry, we're having some chats there in the chat there. I just want to let folks know that it's all just in good fun. Like I understand that everyone's just like the comment about I can't believe it's GarageBand is more like a compliment of like, wow, people are just pushing GarageBand to the limits and creating amazing music. So yes, it wasn't meant as anything. We have nothing but love in this community. So yeah, just wanted to say that. But because we like to have a bit of fun, and sometimes the dry sense of humour, especially the Australian and the UK senses of humour, sometimes don't translate well. I get myself into trouble when I say something sometimes, and people are like, "Oh, what did you say that for?" And I'm like, I didn't mean that way at all. So very, very cool stuff. Yeah, a bit Van Morrison, that one, wasn't it? Yeah, totally cool. All right, let's continue on. We've got Be Held says about this song. We'll bring it up over here. It's about a relationship gone wrong, using many references of what happened throughout the traumatic year for many, 2020. Not to be confused with 2020 Junior, which is 2021. So let's play this one. The song is called 2020. It's Be Held, and we're going to take a listen to it right now on Your Music Live. Come on, Spotify.
JC on the track, boy. Girl, you got my heart torn in pieces. I'm reaching, I'm screaming, my hands up for Jesus. I can't breathe, I'm anxious, my body is bleeding. The pain that you caused me won't just last a season. Switching channels, but it's like the radio. Same song, same news. Maybe I should pay the call, just listen this once before my time of falls. Reminiscing lately on times before the fall. Mondays were lazy and wavy. Tuesdays you acted so crazy. Wednesdays you left me all hazy. And Thursdays I couldn't see why we were dating. Fridays I tried to stay sober. On weekends I knew it was over. I had the mindset to fall back, but all on your mind was spraying on 2020 was my baby, was my vision, acting up lately. Thought that you'd stay, but you chose the distance. Seeing how times are changing, I tried to ride through the highs and lows, but I still in these.
Very cool. Yeah, nice stuff going on there from Be Held 2020. Yes, pretty much everyone had some sort of song about 2020 and about lockdowns and about C words and B words and GP words. Yeah, very, very cool stuff though. Nice vibe, exactly. That's a nice summertime vibe. I could sit out the back of my house and grab a beer this afternoon or Saturday afternoon and listen to that and have a really good time with it. So yeah, very, very cool, very melodic, very good stuff. But remember that this show is brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. So if you are in the market for releasing your own music, if you're all these amazing beats and amazing tunes and amazing songs and albums and EPs that you are creating, people need to listen to them. And the best way for people to listen to them is to release them through DistroKid. I released my song through DistroKid right here on the show. So you can jump over here, check this one out. This was done an hour ago. So this is sitting, the cogs are turning, the wheels are spinning in DistroKid Central. And this song is being worked on at the moment. It's being sent out to all the different stores. And then folks are going to be able to stream it, download it, buy it everywhere. And the cool thing about this, This is the selling point that I like for DistroKid, is that it goes out everywhere. And then instead of you having to say, all right, what you need to do is you need to go to petejohns.com/work-in-progress, or you need to go to Bandcamp, search Pete Johns, find the thing. It's like, no. Wherever you listen to your music, just search the words Pete Johns Work in Progress, and guess what's going to pop up? My song. Just like that. So, if you are an artist, it is just a great way to go. If you're the Delicate Giants, you can just search Delicate Giants. And if you're a Spotify user, they're there. If you're a YouTube Music user, there. If you're a Apple Music user, they're there. So I think that is one of the cool underrated things about having your music on all the platforms. It means people don't have to look for you, and you can promote yourself a heck of a lot easier. All right. I like this one from Samus Music. They say, I wrote this song during anticipation of A-level exam results as an encouragement to anyone who might have been stressed out about them. So A-levels, now correct me, is that like your final year? For folks in the UK, that's a very UK thing. I think it's like our matric or our year 12, or like a senior in high school. But correct me if I'm wrong, folks from the UK. But because there's like O-levels and A-levels, and I've never really understood what it means and what's one's which. But let's take a listen. This is Sasam P Music. Take it easy on Your Music Live.
Life is a one-way street that we all go down at the speed of sound. There's always so many things to do. How it gets to you, cause there ain't no time to stop, think about it or even breathe. All the pressure out to get you makes you sweat. It's all a mess when you're moving at such a speed. You've got stress on your left, anxiety on your right, and worry up ahead is clouding your sight. Your future seems hopeless, but you fail to notice that you're not the only one, 'cause you are not alone in this. Just take a step back and don't forget that, or we can carry this together. There's no need to break your back. Just take it easy. Oh, we're gonna make this easy for you.
That's some guitar right there. Very cool stuff. Take it easy. I like it. Yeah, very nice lead guitar bit going on there. It does. It goes smooth. I dig it in a big bad way. Very good stuff. Final year. Damn, I still didn't do my master thesis. Yeah, my final year of school was kind of my final year of study. Does sound a bit Red Hot Chili Peppers. I agree. So I did matriculate, which means I did my year 12, my SACE stage 2 certificate, and that was kind of it. I did go back and do 1 year of diploma of management, but now I only use that to manage myself. I'm the worst employee ever. I'm always leaving stuff in the kitchen. I never do my dishes. I'm always having to give myself warnings. It's really bad. Yeah, I send myself to HR and then realize that it's just me having a conversation with myself. It's a bit weird. All right, I'm going to shut up now and play this tune. This is from Lasius, I think. I use GarageBand as my DAW. I'm an indie artist using DistroKid. Shout out to DistroKid. Melodic techno is the genre. I hope it makes your feet dance. P.S. I love your channel and the advice you give. Well, if you know anything about my feet, they do dance. In fact, I'm wearing a pattern of my 2 feet where I do my little share dancing down below here. Sounds a bit creepy. But yeah, the carpet below me, because I'm dancing along and I sit here for a couple of hours every week. The carpet's starting to wear thin where I dance. So we're going to play this one. It is from Lasius. We're going to go with that, and it's Corral. And we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live. Definitely some foot dancing going in this one. Yes, wearing more of the carpet out there. Yeah, some nice old school beats going on there. Vibey as fun. That's what I've heard as well. Yeah, some good vibrations and a bit of a minimalist approach. Yeah, I like it. I think Russ 8889 could churn out some stuff like that, I reckon. It's got a bit of that Russ feel about it as well. Don't you love that this community's been going now for so long and Your Music Live has gone for so long that I'm now comparing artists with other YML artists that we've played here. I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's move on. This is next one is, oh man, some people's artist names are really difficult for me to try and say. Let's give this one a okay. Thrxwaway. Thrxwaway. And look at the name of the track. Photographer, maybe. Anyway, they say, been a musician for a while, and this is my attempt to see if maybe I could be a good songwriter as well. Yeah, well, let's have a bit of a look-see, shall we? We'll reset that one so it goes back to the start here, and we'll give her a spin. This is Throwaway and Photographer. Let's go with that here on Your Music Live.
I wasn't expecting you, but sometimes people take you by surprise. Surprise.
I'm up for days and you're sleeping in. I lie awake while you lie with him. I know you're happy, I can't pretend. I don't wanna be on your side of the camera lens. Capture moments we don't wanna end. Play okay cause it never is. Chasing after your wild place, wild place.
Very good indeed. Definitely a nice chill vibe there, and like the vocals too. So I think the answer to your question that you propose, which is can I be a good songwriter as well as a good musician, is yes. Because that is a good song. Fresh and new sound. I like it. I like it a lot. Very, very cool indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. We are going long here tonight, by the way. We'll be going at least 30 minutes into overtime. So just check your clocks. For those in the UK and Europe, if you need to depart and catch the rest on the replay, I completely understand, because I know we do start at 10 p.m. for you now. In the summertime for me, your winter time, it's earlier, at least at this stage. I'm workshopping a few different ideas around timing and things as well, and the possibility, and let me know what you think in the chat, do we do two versions of this? Like, instead of 2 hours, do we do 2 1 hours, and we do one for the UK time zone and one for the US time zone? I don't know. I like this one because we can all be here together and it's like one big happy family. But yeah, I'm considering some options for the future, but for now it's at this time. But once daylight savings kicks in, guess what? It's 2 hours earlier, so it goes back to 8 p.m. at least in the current setup. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate you all, and thank you once again to DistroKid for sponsoring the show and helping keep the lights on. We're going with another Mendoza. Would you believe we're double Mendoza day here? And we're going to take Brian Mendoza now. He says, despite the name, this song can give you a happy vibe with also still showing emotions. This song has gone through so many versions, but I feel like this one shines best. And it is called Drowning Thoughts from Brian Mendoza. Let's take a listen here live on Your Music Live. right. That is a jam. That is vibey, despite the fact that it's called Drowning Thoughts. And very cool jam. Very nicely produced. Very well done there. Brian Mendoza with Drowning Thoughts. And like all the other songs that we've played here today, you can go and check that one out in the description, because once the show is over, the show isn't over, because you can do, I know Russ does this, I know many other folks do this, you go back through the playlist, go back through everything that's down in the description, and then if there's songs that you dig, go and check out those artists. Now, I don't recommend that you just go and subscribe to every single person you hear. Here's the reason why. If it's not your music, if it's not your jam, you're actually doing them a disservice. So I know vanity metrics are cool and it was nice. So Sai got up over 100 subscribers before because we played his song, and a few people went over and went, hey, this is cool. I'm going to go and subscribe to Sai. But if you're not planning to listen to anyone's music, subscribing to them is not the right thing to do. Because if someone's got 1,000 subscribers but only 10 people listen to their music, they might as well only have 100 or 10 subscribers if those are the people that are actually going to listen to their music. So I know I go rants about that, but there's been too many instances lately where I've seen people in these grow together groups where they're just trying to drive vanity metrics so that they can all look at their numbers and go, yay, look how many numbers we have. And it's really just everyone playing everyone else's music or subscribing to everyone else's channel. And I get it. I do, but it's not helping. It's not helping. What you want to do is create great music, put it out there in as many places as you can, and then people that dig it will come and they'll check out your stuff and they'll dig it. And people that don't, won't. If you come in here and you start playing what's the sort of music I don't like? Actually, it's bad for me because I kind of like all music. But if someone played a genre of music that I just really, I don't like really violent lyrics. I don't like really heavy, really violent stuff. So I'm not going to follow someone that does. But if you like that, more power to you. Anyway, I'm getting way off track. Connor Frick says, I freestyled the first couple of lyrics and I realized I had something rememberable. So I continued to write more lyrics and didn't use any auto-tune because that's just the style of the song. I enjoyed making it. Cool. Well, we're going to come over here and take a listen to this one. This is Connor Frick and it's called Fishing with Dancers on Your Music Live.
Fishing with the dancers while you're in Paris, and I'm in Francis. Michael in South Dakota, he almost showed us how to be you. You're good at everything with kings that carry the team, and how would you choose? Winning isn't the best when you don't have your rest. You may need to take a break. We know nothing about ourselves, changing our inner bookshelf. Why did you let me write again? Skate community, fall brutality, white stupidity. I don't care, but usually you're never like this. You find that you're a stranger to the
very cool stuff. I like it a lot. It's got a bit of that David Lynch kind of feel to it, doesn't it? I like the kind of laboured and very definite vocals. Very cool indeed. I like it a lot. Cool lyrics, and there you go. There is more from Connor Frick can be gotten there. Yes, reminding me of something too as well. I don't know what it is. Maybe like Brian Bury, like the hit me with your rhythm sticks, hit me slowly, hit me quick. Yeah, no, maybe, I don't know. Very good stuff there though, from Connor Frick. Let's move on to our next one. This is Gonz Gerald, who says, my friend and I wrote this song in 4 hours by choosing a chord progression and coming up with a cool melody that's surf guitar. Woot, woot, woot. I love me some surf guitar. This song was recorded using every guitar that you see on the single cover in GarageBand with a Blue Yeti microphone. Yeah, we're both in our junior years of high school. Hello. We've got some more young talent coming up by the sounds of it. Young talent time again. Oh, there's the collection of guitars. You can't see that. Hang on. There's the collection of guitars that we've got going on here. That's pretty cool. All right, let's come in here and take a listen to this, shall we? This is called Patindo, and it's from Gonz Gerald, and we're going to take a listen to it live on Your Music Live. Very cool indeed. Get your surf guitar on there. Yeah, we are going overtime, 100%. Yeah, like it. Yeah, Dan Xbox like, the whippersnappers, get off my lawn with your surf guitars. But that was cool. That was a jam. I dug it. I dig it. I dig it in a big bad way. Thank you for sharing the young talent. It's young talent time. Very, very cool stuff. We're going to continue on here. We may have another quick toilet break in a moment. Where are we at? Yeah, we're almost at the point where we need to have another quick break. But we'll play another couple of tunes and then we'll take a wee break. Pun intended. And we're going to play this one from Abu Habib. I think I saw Abu in the chat. Did I? Abu, put your hand up if you're around. But this is called Make It All Align. And Abu Habib says that this song was written after coming out of very intense sickness. It's a plea to survive, if for no other purpose than to be a source of love. And we're going to take a listen to it here now, live on Your Music Live. This is Abu Habib with Make It All Align.
Face down, make it all align. Pillows wet with my sweat. Saliva and tears that won't dry. Shove the covers all aside. From the shivering chills, I will stop trying to hide. Strength and capitulating lines running on my head's lips. Submission just arrives as it fits. Flashes are faster than they go, breaking shadows like film. I'm warmed by the lines, the shapes grow.
Now that's cool, right? Abu Habib there, definitely worth the wait, and you want to go and check that one out. Yeah, go and check it out. It's in the description. You can go and sauce it out and take a listen to Abu Habib over there on the channel. So and a good video too. I love it when you have something like that where there's a cool video to go along with a very cool song like that one. Let's grab another tune here, shall we? This is Colin Stanton, and Colin's shared a lot of music here recently, and we're going to play another tune from Colin. And they say, going back decades and watching the growing unrest, environmental concerns, crossing so many red lines, earthquakes and increased storms, we're in for surprises. Nature leading the way. So Colin Stanton out of Montreal, and this is a tune that's already playing because YouTube. We're going to go with this one. It's called Surprise You here on Your Music Live.
Yeah, surprise you. Yep. Just the way it's gonna be. Surprise you. Something big gonna spring. Hold the caps, shifting axe, waking in while they sleep. Carry on, don't you get along? Certain things are meant to be. They're meant to be, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, beer music, groovy tune, and Dave Fox will be right back. Needs beer. See, I wish I could drink a beer, but it's 8:30 in the morning, so that would be a little bit inappropriate. And I've got very cold coffee sitting over here in my Studio Live Today mug, so yeah, not appealing. Need to go make a fresh cup, but we are going to play some more tracks here because we are going long. The reason being is that next week here on the show we are going to be doing a Songtember special. So I hope you can hang out for that one. And I am holding some of the Songtember songs here that we're not playing this week because we're going to play them next week. So if you have submitted one, do resubmit it just so that I definitely get it over on the Songtember form as well. I wasn't super clear on that back in the day, but yeah, please do that. Hello to Jerry Gomes, who's here. We played your tune earlier. I hope you have done. Oh, yep. See, this is the problem, right? I get to this point in the show and I'm like, I should do more. We'll probably do another 20 minutes here. We'll go to the extra half an hour, but I kind of think that I'm getting there, and then I'm like, no, 2 hours is definitely my limit. But we got a few more cool tunes to play here, so we are going to finish strong with some cool stuff, including this one from our friend Mars Capone. Yes, this is the alter ego of Greg Hernandez, who is one of my wonderful patrons over there at patreon.com/Pete Johns. And yeah, I need a co-host. I need someone to throw to when I lose the plot. So let's play this one. Now, what do they say about this? We play it from 105, okay? We'll cue it up to 105, and then I'll let you know. I love Greg's videos. They're always so wacky. We'll play it from the 105 mark. Greg says, with instrumentation inspired by a pair of Jamie Mallender tutorials, Meadowlarking was created on AUM and Cubase 3 with vocal samples chopped in Koala. It is a domestic robot gone mad or an alien simulation of earthling merriment. You decide. Thanks to Jade Star for mastering and giving away LumaFusion video editor on Patreon. So there you go. So Greg's now using LumaFusion because he's a patron of not only mine, but of Jade Star. And won a copy in a giveaway on Jade Star's Patreon channel. So there you go. There's another reason why you should be supporting folks here in the community. Let's take a listen to this Meadowlarking from Mars Capone on Your Music Live.
Get the food. Hi. Crisps. Anyone? I've got a selection of grapes at home. Johnny. Sandwiches are a must. I make tuna. It might look really fancy, but actually it's really easy to make. I make tuna. I make tuna. Let's have a proper cup of tea. This is a British-style picnic after all. Time for something sweet, don't you think? I've got some strawberry tart. I've got some strawberry tart.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, sounds like computer jams. Yeah. Very cool stuff there. Always weird and wacky goodness there from our man that is go by the name of Mars Capone. So this is what PAL signals look like. Yeah. If you're here in the UK or in Australia, that's our PAL signals. Not that NTSC rubbish that you have over in the States. But yeah, exactly. Very cool. Super weird and super love it. Yeah, a bit Max Headroom. A bit like... yeah. Nicely done, Mars Capone, Greg Hernandez. Thank you very much for sharing. Sharing is caring. And if you dig on this show and if you're having fun, don't forget to share it with your friends, your family, your relative, your dentist, that bloke down the road that always uses his lawnmower at 7 a.m. Everyone should listen to the cool music and the independent vibe that we have here on Your Music Live. Anyway, Nova Cascade have a new album coming out. And speaking of DistroKid, look, I'm even wearing the shirt today. Speaking of DistroKid, their online music sharing platform is called Slaps.com. And Nova Cascade is an artist that I think I first heard on Slaps.com. But if you are not ready to release your music through DistroKid and you want to get a little bit of a taste of what it's like having music out there for people to share and to play and to save and to do all the cool things to, then jump on over here to slaps.com. So let's listen to this one. This is Nova Cascade and a little ditty from them called Classroom Keys from the upcoming album. Actually, is it already out now? It has been released on the 9th of September. Back from the Brink is the album. This is Classroom Keys from Nova Cascade here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff. Cinematic gold for sure. Absolutely. Nicely done there. And the cool thing here, as you can see on slaps.com, you can throw fire on people's tracks. You can say how cool it was and that you're enjoying a particular part. You can save it. As you can see, I listened here, and when I got towards the end, I'm like, I'm saving that track. You can share it with a simple link there, direct link to the track, so other people can come in and listen to it. And you can even see the links we've got here. We've got links to Bandcamp and to YouTube, so we can actually jump over there. So if we wanted to go and buy this Nova Cascade album on Bandcamp, we can click that link and boom, we're straight over there. That might have been my first organic boom here on the show. Very good stuff, though. Yes, beautiful stuff. Epic soundscapes. Sherwood Forest kind of track. Yeah. Sounded like Ravenscroft. Could have been the Ravenscroft 275 used there. It's weird. We go in like these runs. It's been a keyboard day today, hasn't it? Like it's weird that sometimes we have a whole bunch of guitar stuff. Sometimes we have some heavier stuff. Sometimes we have some beats and loops. And today it's been the day for the piano. Bring out the pianos. Very, very cool stuff. I had a question from Gregory O'Sullivan. Does DistroKid put your music on Slaps? So no, it is separate. But what you can do is you can take your DistroKid released tunes and put them straight onto Slaps as well. Why would you do that? Well, it means you can put like pre-release. So what I'm going to do, in fact, what I'm going to do today is put my song. You know what I should do? I should do this right now. Let's show you how we can do this. Let's get interactive here. So because I have my new song that's coming out, if I want folks to be able to listen to it beforehand, because let's be honest, you've heard it on the channel anyway. If I want folks to be able to listen to the track, I can actually use Slaps to put it up here, which I'm going to do. So yeah, my comment to track ratio is 5, so I've got an ability to post. So I'll show you. This is a bit of a demonstrate your stuff show here today. So I'm going to add this to the GarageBand group. I'm going to add it to the Create, Record, Release group. And I'm going to add... Oh, I can't add to a third group? All right, I better add to this song timber group and the create, record, release group. So I can put my artist name in here. I can put my track title of work in progress. I can choose an audio file. So I can come in here and just do the same thing I did before. Whack my audio file there. I can whack my artwork here. Oh no, you got to use a JPEG. So we did. This is the one small thing. I used a PNG file to release my artwork, so I do need to use a JPEG. So I'll get the JPEG here behind the scenes, and we'll finish doing that next. But let's play a song for you so that you're not sitting there twiddling your thumbs. And I'm going to play this one from Orchestra Eclipse. I know they had to run, but I thought this was interesting. It says, "Hey Pete, I got another mashup. I mashed up the Man of Steel themes with the Interstellar themes. Hope you enjoy." Sounds cool. So we're going to come over here and listen to it. And actually, this isn't the one I thought I was going to play from Orchestra Eclipse, but that's okay. Oh, and video is unavailable. It's private. Okay, so I guess I'm playing the other one that I was going to play that I thought about before. So we'll scroll on down to the other one. No. No, now I can't find it. No. There we go. There you go. We'll play this one here. It says, I got something a bit different to share. I did a collaboration cover with One Hand Piano Man. And he provided the piano arrangement and I orchestrated it. We covered Time from Inception and made a cool collab video. Please pray for the 2-minute mark. It's also a rough idea of how I make my music, but of course, usually it's my own arrangement. So this looks pretty cool. I like the behind the scenes stuff. So we'll scroll on here to the 2-minute mark and we'll play this one, a collaboration here between Orchestra Eclipse and One-Handed Piano Man. Let's take a listen here on Your Music Live. Right? I told you, it's piano day. And very cool. I'm not familiar with One-Handed Piano Man, so I'm going to have to go and check them out and their channel as well. So there you go. You get introduced to new and different stuff here, and I do as well. Very cool. Yes, it is good indeed, and definitely a piano show that we got going on over here. So what I actually did, so the cool thing is, if you didn't see my video during the week about how I do album artwork, I've been able to grab over here, if we take a look at this is what I created in Canva. And because I downloaded it originally as a PNG, I can now just download it as a JPEG, which is what I've just done behind the scenes here, so that we can now complete this Slaps video, Slaps upload. So we'll come back to Slaps. Now we can choose a new image. Now we have a JPEG, and we can add that one here. It's going to save in my album artwork. While it's doing that, we're going to put the description here, and it's like the final mastered version of my hashtag Songtember track for 20. Whoop, there's an unknown error for 2021. Come on, Slaps. I'm trying to do too many things at once. So that's saving in my album artwork. Maybe my artwork was saved at too high quality. So we'll see. We'll see if this is going to work. Otherwise, I might have to again continue trying it behind the scenes. Need to add an audio file. I have an audio file. We might need to redo this. Yeah, sorry, not a huge great advertisement for Slaps, but I think it's because I did it once and then I went back and redid it again that it hasn't actually come together the way I thought it would. But that's all right. We'll work on that behind the scenes, and I'll get that up while we play another song. And who haven't we played here that we haven't heard from? Happy Ron. So let's play some Happy Ron, because who doesn't love a bit of Happy Ron in your life? So we're going to grab this tune here from our man Happy Ron and give it a spin. This is Can't Say I'm Sorry. So what Ron says about this one is maybe I should apologize for this song, but I won't. Okay. Ron's a weird dude, but he's not apologizing for this song because it is called. It's a live performance again with Ron and his band, and it's called Can't Say I'm Sorry. Piano again. What is it with the pianos today? Let's play this one here. Happy Ron on Your Music Live.
So this song is about looking at a woman with lust in your heart, and then you feel bad for a second, and then you don't.
Yeah, it's not about me.
I should hope not. I found myself giving you the eyeball. I asked myself, is this wrong? I said to myself, I'm heading for a big fall. To control myself, but the feeling's too strong. And I'm sorry, but I can't say I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm really not sorry. When I see the way you move and I watch the way you groove, perhaps you should apologize to me. You might think I'm just being funny, and you might think I'm just being sweet, but I am just one of many. I'm just the one.
Happy Ron. Very cool stuff there from our man Happy Ron. I've had a small issue there where I've lost the ability. I've got too many Chrome tabs and too many things going on here, so I've lost the ability to share on the screen over there or even stop that from playing. So Happy Ron will now be playing on my computer forever, apparently, because there's no way. As you would have seen there, the video froze up there. It's very, very cool, very, very cool tune. But as you can see here, the video has frozen up, and it won't let me out. So we can't tab to it. We can't go to it. It's just sitting there and playing. And unless I shut down all my Chrome, which I can't do, because guess what? I'm talking to you right here on Chrome. So I can't even do that. So I think it was because I was trying to do three things at once. I was updating the playlist, the song list that we had here, and I was playing Ron's song, and I was trying to upload to Slaps. I think we finally reached the point where it's like, Johns, you're doing too much stuff, and we can't support this. We can't condone you doing all of these things at one time. So we'll see if we can get it back. Oh, there we go. We've snapped out of it. Thank you. Boom. So yeah, there it is. If you missed out on that one, we missed a lot of the video for Ron there. But jump over to Happy Ron and actually go and check out the video. Yeah, it's a bummer. Ron, you broke the show. Your song was so epic that it actually broke the entire show. It just shut it down. But that's okay. We found a way. We recovered. We got back. So we'll continue on and we'll play a few more tunes to finish off the day here as well. Yeah, just logged in. Look at that. Just logged in and we played your song. Very, very cool stuff. Let's grab another few more songs here before we finish off. Sheamus O has got a SoundCloud link here. It says recorded using GarageBand on MacBook Pro. Guitars recorded using iRig and vocals using the inbuilt mic. Song is about sheer fascination with getting liked on social media. Hence the name 1000 Likes. I like it. I like the concept and I like the song idea. So let's come and take a listen to this one. It is Sheamus O. And their song called 1000 Likes. We're going to just reset it here and restart it. We only had that one ad. I'm a bit sad. We only had one SoundCloud ad. Let's take a listen to this one.
Clouds, apples and orange fill. Daylight, street signs and solitude. Fortune and fear, it's all the same. Selfies, pictures down the drain.
Very cool indeed. Nicely done. I'm still trying desperately to put my song up on Slaps, but I think my my file size is too big. My JPEG is too big. Really cool stuff there. 1,000 likes. I like it. Intimate sounding mix and very nicely done. Yeah. And again, for using the built-in mic, I think that's something that you can't be overlooked, is being able to use the built-in mic on your phone or your iPad and still get a really cool sound like that. Cool song, nice and lo-fi. I dig it. I dig it a lot. This man here, in 30 minutes time, Thomas Christ, will be, speaking of live, he will be playing live. So Thomas, make sure that you do us a solid and throw a link here for folks to follow and to chase you over there, because we want to make sure that we get folks watching Thomas Christ live in just a little bit of time. So please go and enjoy Thomas. I don't even know what you're doing today, Thomas. You had your 50th show recently, and I'm assuming you're going to be doing something special for us here today. Fico, the Croatian rocker. Now, this is someone that I've seen over on the Metalhead Hippie Show quite a few times, and I think we've played one tune from Fico before here, but we're going to play another one. We're going to play this tune here, which is, they says, there are two things that influence the making of this song. First one is me being annoyed with all the political news. It's everywhere and I can't stand it. Second thing is finding a radio that my mum used when she was a teen. She gave it to me, and I like the old radio from the 80s. It's awesome. So basically, this song is a call to abandon politics, because it divides us and it poisons our minds rather than turn to music. But music brings us together and makes this world a better place, right? Yeah, right on. Fico, the Croatian rocker, and Children of the Radio on Your Music Live.
Hey, all you hip, slick, and cool cats. Keep your dial on KMHH. Hippie Radio.
Very cool, isn't it? When you see collaborations coming together like that. Yeah, very nicely done. Fico, the Croatian rocker, and friends. Who do we have there? Mark Wade, Boomer, Bass Memes, a bunch of other folks in that one. Yeah, very cool stuff and very nicely done. Very Judas Priest or early Maiden. Absolutely. Yeah, hippie collab. There you go. Fico, Mark Wade, Boomer, and K Kung. Thank you, SM Borthwick for the info there. Alrighty, we are going to finish up here in just a moment, but I do want to thank everyone for being here. We did go a bit overtime here today because, again, I wanted to catch up because guess what? Next week, we have a special edition. So same bat time, same bat station, but we'll be doing a special edition show, which will be Song Timber focused. So if you've got a non-Song Timber song, you can submit it in the form down below if that's your jam. But if you want to submit a song for the Song Timber show to be considered, like many folks have already done, then you can jump on over to this one here. There is the place to go. Your Music Live, episode 68, Song Timbre edition. And there's a link down here in the description of how you can actually put your song in. So it is this link here, studiolivetoday.com/ST21. And there you go. You can submit your song. Now, a few folks have asked, can it be a cover song? Look, it can be. The whole point of Song Timbre is really for you to create, so for you to write an original song. But you know what? If you've written a cover song, submit it through. We'll give it a spin because yeah, we play all comers here. Do prefer the originals, but we'll play some of the others as well. So thank you everyone for that's already done that. My Song Timbre song. I was going to try and get it onto Slaps and play it, but we'll bring this one up here because I know many of you have already heard it, but you haven't heard the final mastered version. So just while we do our final farewells here, since I have the file that we've just submitted, I'll come in here and just play it. I can only really just play the WAV file because it wouldn't let me put it on Slaps. I'll get that happening and I'll add the link down below afterwards. But this is my Song Timbre song. I'll be playing this in full next week. But work in progress. You may recall it sounds like this. Because we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. And I think it's come together well, and it's come together well because of all of you. So those that have been with us on this Song Timbre journey, thank you for all of your contributions because you helped me write the lyrics, you helped me with the ideas for the different parts, you participated in the gang vocal, which was super cool. So thank you everyone for what you did there. So that is going to do it for this particular show. You got 25 minutes now, so why not? You know what? Why not jump over to the Metalhead Hippie show? If you've never checked out the Metalhead Hippie, I'll put a link here because you got 25 minutes till Thomas Christ. You got time to go and listen to some hip, slick, and cool tunes over there on the Hippie show. There it is. Let's have a live look in over there at the Hippie show. There you go. I'm sure some of you are probably already there in the chat. So jump over there and tell him that Pete sent you. Say Pete Johns' crew's dropping in here for a little chat and little time here with the Hippie crew. So jump on over there and check out the Metalhead Hippie show. And then, of course, what you need to do is check out Thomas Christ. If Thomas is still around, please just drop your link again, Thomas, so that folks can go and set a reminder so that in 25 minutes you can check out Thomas Christ. Whew, this is an indication of why I only do a 2-hour show, and I don't know how the Hippie, look at him over there. He's probably like 4 hours into a 7-hour marathon, but he's still smiling and grinning and doing his thing. So there you go. Are they playing Kim right now? Yeah? Oh, wow. Did we just miss Kim over there? See, this is cool. There's a lot of crossover between the communities. It's great stuff. So we've just missed Kim's phone song, which is a great song. We've played it here on the show as well. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Remember, we are all just a work in progress. And I'll see you on the other shows here on the weekend. Got a happy hour tomorrow. We got GarageBand Weekly. I've got a new iPad. I'll be checking out the new iPad here on the channel in the next day as well. So a lot going on here. Hope you all have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Keep creating. And I'll see you real soon. Ready? Be quiet. Because we're all just so